Right, welcome back. On the previous update, I'd showed you that I'd done the lifeboat racks and the davits are now glued in with their feet, and I said I was going to work on the lifeboats. So here are all my lifeboats, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've also got my motor launch lifeboat as well. So there's all my lifeboats. Now, I don't know if you can make it out, but I've done the lines on the outside of the lifeboat, because I primed all the lifeboats in white primer and just left it at that. And then I've done the lines. Now what I did is I went on Temu and I was looking at some fine liner brown pens, and I came across these. And it cost me, I think it was $7.95 for a set of 12 pens, and the nibs range from a very fine like 1mm nib, or 0.03mm nib, which is very fine, and they go all the way up to the nib sizes go from, I think it's 0.03 to 1mm, and then you've got a couple with a beveled edge. So I used the 0.03 and the 0.05 to do the lines. I'm just checking. Yeah, there's your 1mm nib. And they worked out really well, actually. And I don't know how long they take to dry. I left them overnight. I think it said like they dry within like 10 minutes or something, and touch dry within 10 minutes, and then like overnight to properly dry out. But that's what I got. So that's the one lifeboat. There's the second lifeboat. Oh, I've got to pull the blue tack down on that a little bit, because I blue tacked them to the top of my pots. That's the third. And last but not least, the fourth. Not looking too bad. So then what I did is, then after that, I did the motor launch boat, and that was just the two colours. It was just the white for the outer hull, and I did the 251 brown for the top of the deck and like inside and the cabin and stuff. That's all I did for that. And then on the other on the four lifeboats, I then got my number what was it, number 6 brown, number 26 brown in Humbrol, and I did the inside for the seats where all the passengers sat on, and then for the top lip of the lifeboat, the rail, I did a number 9 brown, and then that's pretty much it. But you know, it's all really nicely detailed. It ain't perfect, but it's good for what it is. I mean, Tony did say I'd have a lot of fun doing the guidelines. Very intricate indeed with the pen. With a pen, I couldn't have done it with a brush, no way. So I did it with a pen. Now what I'm getting ready to do now is the lifeboat covers, and much the same. Oh, I'm just trying to remember what I did now. I was looking online, and do you remember when I did the lifeboat? If you've been watching my channel, I did toilet paper for the waves. I was looking at that way for the lifeboat covers as well. And if you remember the coffee filters that I bought from my Endor diorama, I've cut some bits out my coffee filters. Still got my coffee filters that I picked up for when I did the leaves on my Endor diorama with that cutter thing. So what I've done is I've just got the coffee filter, and I drew round each of the lifeboat, turned it upside down, drew round on the paper with a bit of pencil, and then just cut out a bit extra on each one. I've done 4 of those. And then reading online as well, Titanic, Olympic and Britannic's covers were like a light, like beigey brown, like what do they call it now? Canvas, like a light beige brown canvas. So what I've done is I've looked online, and some people say use cold tea. So I've done that. I've got some brewed a cup of tea up, and then let it cool, and then got my matte Mod Podge. Scoop some out, put it into one of my little containers, and I've just put some of the. I didn't put no milk in the tea or anything. I just left it black, and just got my dropper and just dropped a few drops mixed it with the Mod Podge, and that's what I've got so far. It's like a beige brown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the coffee filters on top of my lifeboats, and then just soak them in the my mixture, and then let them dry. And then if I need to darken the mixture a bit more when it's dried, I'll just do that like I did with the the leaves. You know, when I did about 4 or 5 different leaves in them Chinese food takeaway pots, dishes. So I'm going to do that. Let's see what happens once once I apply this and let it dry. But that's when I'm sitting with all the lifeboats and that, them all detailed, ready to go on the front davit. Right, one small update. I've now dipped the coffee filter lifeboat covers in my mixture, and I then, while that was soaking, I just dipped my brush in the mixture and just went over the tops of the rails of the lifeboat where I painted on the number 9 brown. You can see they're showing through as well, because I used my eraser, my pencil eraser, and went on the other side of the coffee filter and just rubbed out the pencil the best I could. But the brown mark is the actual where I'd painted on the top rail of the lifeboat. So I'm going to leave these probably overnight to dry now, and then we'll see what happens once they've dried. I might need to darken that mixture a bit more with the cold tea. But yeah, let's see what happens once these have dried out. Right. Front davit, the forward davit, is all finally done. When I'd left you, I was just doing the lifeboat covers. So I left them to dry on the first application of my mixture. I actually darkened it a bit more, because when it dried it felt a bit too light. So I went back and put a second coat on. But the covers themselves didn't stick to the tops of the lifeboats. So what I had to do is I had to apply some neat Mod Podge with my brush on the tops of the lifeboats themselves, on the rims, the brown rims. And then I left that to dry after I'd done the second coat after it dried, and they've stuck down a trait. So that might be something worth you to consider when you do your lifeboat covers. Do your 2 coats of the stain first with your tea water, your tea Mod Podge water, and then once they've fully dried out, then stick them down with your neat Mod Podge. But all 4 lifeboats are in there now. You can probably just make out the one in the middle there. So you got 1, 2, whoops. So you got 1, 2 and the third at the back. Then you've got the fourth and the motor launch. Now, one thing I forgot, even though I did leave some clearance, the cross beams on the insides took away that clearance. So, did I take the back one out as well? No. So, I left the front cross beam in, and I left the rear cross beam in. You probably can't see it, to be honest. And then the two in the middle, I had to take them out, so I could get my lifeboats in. So what I had to do is I had to stick them in at an angle, sideways. And then what I had to do is I had to use my tweezers to get them in. And then once in on the side, I had to go in from the top and then just very gently push down on the back of the lifeboat to get it to bring itself up so it would sit level. And it was a very tight fit indeed. I'm hoping I haven't ripped none of the covers off. That one might be lifted slightly, but that's no, that's fine. That's fine. So what it might be worth you doing is, before you put your inner rods up first, do your lifeboats, paint them, detail them, cover them, and then put them into the little, the little cradles that I made. Put them into the cradles and then glue your uprights in, because that's what I'm going to do with my rear lifeboat racks. As you can see, I've started a bit of work, so I've put my uprights up. I've got to primer the next 5 lifeboats to go on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do everything what I've done here, with the detailing and the covers, and then put them in, then put me in a uprights in, and then close it all off, because it's going to be a hell of a lot easier doing it that way. But yeah, the davits look really, really good. So, and unfortunately as well, as I've been manoeuvring stuff in and fanning around with this area, the davits actually came off their feet and I've had to re-glue them down a couple of times. But now that's done, it's looking absolutely tremendous. Also, I've only just noticed this. See that pulley there? The one on the other side has snapped off for some strange reason. I don't know why. I don't know where that's pinged off to. I haven't got a clue. But generally that looks absolutely tremendous. So now the forward one's done, it's time to work on the rear ones now. And also, I've got to primer them next 5 boats to go onto that rack there. But yeah, not looking too bad at all on the front, on the forward davit now. Now that one's done, I can concentrate on the rear ones now. It was just getting that forward one done first. Right, so I've started work on the rear lifeboat racks now. So first thing I've done on my raised platforms, I've glued them down and then fairly level. And then what I've done is I've just put one long rod out and glued it to the top of each platform. And then the one platform rests on the skylight there, platform, the rod. But the other one, where am I looking? Yeah, the other one, I've had to put a support rod there, and I've had to put a support rod there because it might bend down slightly. So that's what I've done. Just put those in with a bit of super glue. And on the rear ones, do you remember when I said on the forward one that I struggled to get the lifeboats in and I had to put them in at an angle and then bring them down? Well, this time what I've done is I've put my rods in, as you know, my uprights. Then I've done my cradles, and then I have glued the lifeboat in straight down. And then I've put the next set of uprights behind the lifeboat, so I don't have to try and force it in. I've just, like I said, just put the lifeboat in first and then surrounded it with the second set of uprights. So now I've got to do the same again. So the next thing I'll be doing is doing the cradle, then the lifeboat, then the last bit of uprights which will sit up against the wall, and that'll be my third lifeboat in there. So hopefully the next time you see this, all 3 lifeboats with their uprights and the cradles, that'll be the lower part of the rack complete. Right, welcome back. I've now finished off the rear first lifeboat station, the one without the platform. There's the one with the platform. I've just put the 2 uprights on, and the cradle's just gone on. I've just got to wait for the glue to dry, then the lifeboat will sit on top of that. Uprights, cradle, then lifeboat, and then backwards and backwards and backwards. But the first one's done now. All the other the lower lifeboats are now glued in. The top ones aren't. I haven't glued those in yet. So that's what it looks like. At the back here where the railing is, I couldn't get my upright, turning that round, on the back there because it was too close to the wall. I couldn't get it on. On the other side, I've managed to get that on. I had to bring it behind this deck there with the railing, and then what I've had to do is I've had to bother the railing and put one of my pieces of 1mm strip and rod, and put that on top to give me the extra mil clearance to get the back of that on. Like I said, this is not going to be 100% historically accurate, but the spirit is going to be there. So I'll just get my lifeboats. Like I said, just drop them in the middle of the cradle there. Right, so there's the one. That's it. Oh, you miserable poo, get in there. That's it. And then the other one sits on there like that. I mean, obviously, once the glue is on, I can, like, get my tweezer and just level it out like that. And then if I get my davits, where's my davits gone? There they are. Right, so I'll get my davits with a blue tack. And I've already marked it on the deck there with the pencil marks. So one goes there. Just trying to get it out the pot, and the other one will sit about there like that. Obviously then probably not going to be the final position. I'll probably move that one back a bit, and that one back there a bit more. Whoops. But that's what the position is going to be like. And now that one's done, I can work on the platform version. So let's see what happens.